Hi, my name is Tilly Fuchs. I'm the president of East Brunswick, New Jersey's AARP, Chapter 4855. We, like so many other organizations involved with AARP, actually have quite a few activities that we're involved with in helping people in our community. Among those include our food drives. We have usually 2 per year, one in the spring, one in the fall. We collect anywhere between 500 and 750, I think has been our max, food, and we give that to the M.C.F.O.O.D.S organization that distributes those through food kitchens and deliveries to people's homes. So it's a very, very nice activity. We also support our local veterans. There's a Veterans Memorial Home in Edison, which is about maybe 10 miles away or so from East Brunswick, and we have a number of activities that we perform for them. One is we collect various items of use to them, blankets, clothes items, games, calendars, and that kind of stuff. We distribute those periodically to the home. We also have 2 events, significant events per year, where we do a bingo for the people. And the last one we had just this past fall, there was about 80 residents who were there for that event. So it's a very, very wonderful experience for those people who are involved with it. We have another activity which is involving collecting can tops from soda can tops and other kinds of items that have aluminum tops, and we collect those from our members, as well as the senior center in East Brunswick as well. We periodically take those over to the McDonald's house across from Robert Wood Johnson Hospital in New Brunswick. They sell them and make money from that and help support their operations there in New Brunswick. Another activity we have is coupons for food, manufactured coupons. We have a man by the name of Murray Stevens who's been doing this for a long time. He collects them from our various members and puts them in boxes and sends them over to overseas military bases for the U.S. government. So nice activity as well. But we have a new activity that we just got involved with. Our head of social outreach, Ian Gianaris, came up with this item, which was to try to help the people who are homeless in our area, and to collect items that will help them during the cold period of the year. This is January right now, so it's getting pretty cold. And so hats and scarves and gloves and things like that, that'll be of use to that group of people. And the organization we're going to be giving that to is Coming Home. And so later today I'm going to be headed over to Ian Gianaris' house. We're going to meet with the lady that represents that organization. I'm going to do a small video on that to follow this presentation here in order to give some items to that organization for those people who need that. But I also plan to do some additional videos, especially the M.C.F.O.O.D.S operation. I like to take you there and let you see what their operation, let them talk about what they do for the community, local community, and also the McDonald's house. I'd like to take a video. We have a bunch of can tops that I need to deliver there, so I'm going to head over there also, and I'll make a video as well for that. So anyway, stay with us, and we'll show you some of those activities. Okay, thank you. Hi again. It's January 22nd, Friday, and I'm going to head over to Ann Gianaris' house to bring over some items that my wife and I have collected for the homeless that I mentioned in a previous video. We're expecting a huge storm tonight, a snowstorm, so it's going to be unbelievable. 8 to 12 to 18 inches or something like that. So anyway, what I wanted to do is just take you over to the bag that we put together. This would be pretty much an example of the kind of items that we're collecting. Here's the bag, and I can open it here. And we have some little gloves. We're expecting that some families that can't afford gloves for their children, so we collected some of those. And we have these are hats. Look pretty warm. The nice hats. There's a different kind of hat too that we have. This is another collection of hats. And some bigger gloves and that kind of stuff. We got a blanket in there too. So anyway, this is pretty much an example of the kind of things that we're collecting and various people bringing over to Ann's house today to get to the organization. So we're going to take that trip later. Take care. Bye. So here we are at Ann Gianaris' house, and we're looking over the collection that our members have put together for the homeless, and have Ann say a few words.
Okay, good morning. What happened was I saw the newspaper. It was the morning that we were going to have a board meeting. And so I look and see if something we can get hooked up to. And I saw in Somerset County they were going to do this thing for the homeless. I thought we could piggyback onto it. So I go to the meeting, and Lee Bush says, hey, Charity, you always say charity begins at home. See if you can work closer to home. So I had this wonderful person that I've been dealing with M.C.F.O.O.D. Her name is Jennifer Apostle. She's an angel on earth. And I said, do you collect clothes? No. She said, but I'll put you in touch with, and she puts me in touch with another saint on earth. And this is, and you're going to meet her in a few minutes. But that's how it goes. I mean, you see something and you respond, and I, with my background, I know how to do outreach, and I know I have contacts, and I'm so glad I have them because they'll lead you. And then this way we can help, and if you look and see, we got wonderful support, and we only had a couple of weeks to do it. I mean, if we had more time, it would be more, but I'm very pleased. Aren't you pleased, Enza? Enza. And Enza shocked because, you know, I'm still using my walker. So rather than they come and get me and take me in the walker and
yeah, I went
she
shopping.
shop for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the organization gave us some money, and so that too. But a lot of this is donated. Okay.
Introduce.
Now I'd like to introduce you. You tell us about you and your group.
My name is Bobbin Pascal, and I'm Assistant Director at Coming Home of Middlesex County. Coming Home was established by the county as a nonprofit to help end homelessness. And so one of the things that we do a lot of things, but one of the things that we do is we help organize the Point in Time, which is a census of the homeless every January. And part of the Point in Time is providing services and donations of hats and coats to the homeless during the winter months. So Anne reached out to me, and I said we would love to accept whatever you can offer. And they gave us this great donation of coats and hats and scarves, and they're really going to make folks really happy next Wednesday in New Brunswick.
Very good.
Very nice. Thank
Right.
you.
Here, did you want to put a copy of that?
So this is, can you see this?
Yep.
This is the Point in Time and Project Homeless Connect volunteer and donation flyer. And then it basically explains what we do on that day and the donations that we accept. And then this is Coming Home of Middlesex County's annual report from last year. We'll have a new one coming out shortly for this past year. And Coming Home, if you want more information about what we do, we have a website, which is comminghomemiddlesex.org. And you can find all of this available on the website as well.
Very good.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Then
Thank you.
Yes.
We really
Okay.
appreciate it.
And I want a copy of some of these things.
Oh, sure. I
Because
can
I
give you.
want to give, I want to show people too. that,
Sure. Right. Hold on just a minute.
Yeah.
Here's a book.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm back again. Hope you enjoyed that viewing some of the clip relative to what we're trying to do for the homeless in the communities near us. I'd like to now introduce you to another program that we have, which is ongoing. We do it all the time, and that is collecting tops from soda cans, soup cans, other kind of aluminum can tops that we donate to the Ronald McDonald House in New Brunswick. The facility is located across from the Robert Wood Johnson Hospital. It's a very simple thing. We collect the can tops from our members. This is a sample can top here. What they do is they just take off the top, which is all aluminum, and this is the collection that my wife and I have put together for the donation as well. We do this on an ongoing basis. You can see there's a lot of representation of soup can tops in here from soda cans. Probably too much soda. Anyway, Frank Godioso and I, Frank is our treasurer for the AARP in East Brunswick, and we're going to head over there this afternoon to New Brunswick to give our current collection of soda can tops and soup can tops to the Ronald McDonald House, and have a representative there talk about their program. But before I do that, I just wanted to show you quickly the collection that we're going to take over with us. So bear with me here. And there they are. That represents a lot of cans of soda and soup and other kind of aluminum cans. So we're going to take those over, and we'll update you on that visit very soon. Thank you. Well, Frank and I are here at the Ronald McDonald House in New Brunswick, and it's a beautiful place they have here. And we're going to go in and donate the can tops that we brought along with us. We did get a call from them before we came that basically said the corporation has a policy that they can't take videos inside the building. So what we're going to do is probably take a few pictures and add those to this video that we're putting together. And here's our man, Frank, our treasurer. Okay, we're going to pick up the can tops and everything and bring them in. Okay, here's Frank before we go in. He's here with Ronald. Say hi to Ronald there, Frank.
Hi, Ronald. How you doing, baby? Great to see you.
Our hosts at the Ronald McDonald House were Nikki Michelle on the left and Maureen Buckley on the right. Here Frank is offering our donation of the can tops. This was followed by Maureen giving us a tour of the place. This is a family room that's used by the residents who come here and visit. Here is some toys for kids, a couple of seats, a bench, quite cute. This is the eating area for the residents to come and eat, and right next door is a kitchen. It's got everything you can imagine in there, huge refrigerators. This is a playroom that's downstairs for the children to play. Very beautiful facility. And finally, this is the collection for this year for can tops from other organizations. Next, I would like to talk about another extremely important charitable activity that we do, and that is our food drives. We do 2 of them a year, one in the spring and one in the fall. And this is led by Ann Gianaris, who's the head of our social outreach programs. And this is to the benefit of a lot of the people in our Middlesex community that just don't have enough money to provide their families with the kind of food that they really need to have. So we do this in the spring and the fall, like I mentioned, and a month before the food drive, Ann distributes bags, plastic bags, with some literature associated with the food drive. The organization that we participate with on this is called the M.C.F.O.O.D.S organization, and they handle donations in Middlesex County. First, I'd like to show you a couple of pictures from previous meetings that we've had this past year, in 2015, with our food drives. This is November 10th, 2015. We're at our general meeting, and this is one of our 2 annual food drives. So this is the collection that we've made for this year, which is very impressive. So this will be donated to the M.C.F.O.O.D.S organization. They'll come up later on and pick it up. The person at the M.C.F.O.O.D.S organization that Ann interfaces with is a lady by the name of Jennifer Apostle, and she's the coordinator for the M.C.F.O.O.D.S operation here in East Brunswick. So what I plan to do is take a ride over there and talk to her and let her have a chance to tell you what her organization does and give you a tour of their facility. I'm here with Jennifer Apostle at M.C.F.O.O.D.S distribution facility here in East Brunswick, and I'd like to have her introduce herself and what her organization's all about.
I'm Jennifer Apostle. I'm the coordinator for the M.C.F.O.O.D.S program. And the M.C.F.O.O.D.S program is the Middlesex County Food Organization and Outreach Distribution Service. We are a network of food pantries, soup kitchens, and social service agencies throughout Middlesex County. Our M.C.F.O.O.D.S was created back in 1994 as a means to provide networking and food and supplies to all the organizations providing emergency food services to the people of Middlesex County. We distribute food twice a week from our warehouse here in East Brunswick. On Tuesdays we distribute non-perishable foods and fresh bread. On Wednesdays we distribute fresh produce. Every Wednesday morning we receive a delivery truck from the Community Food Bank of New Jersey with fresh produce, dairy, and frozen products. Those items are immediately distributed to the agencies. We usually average about 30 agencies coming in to pick up those items each Wednesday. And on each Tuesday, it's a variety of non-perishable items that are received through donations coming in from schools, businesses, groups, clubs, and organizations. And those items are sorted and bagged up according to our inventory. And we usually have about 40 agencies picking up food every Tuesday.
Where are your major challenges on a yearly basis? You were saying earlier.
Right. During the holidays in the fall, we're usually pretty inundated with food drives and generous contributions that last us through middle of winter, and then we hit a dry spell where not too much coming in terms of donations. In the spring, we have our major food drive for the year, is the annual spring school food drive, and on average we have about 130 schools participate in that drive, and it usually generates an average of 50 tons of food, and that will hold us through till early mid-summer. And then again is one of our biggest dry spells during the summer. Oftentimes the needs increase as the kids are not in school, they're not receiving their free breakfast or lunches, and the donations really dwindle down during the summer, and it's very difficult to get sponsors to have food drives during the summer months.
What is it's this communities all in Middlesex County that you service?
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah, all of them.
All 25 towns in Middlesex County are members throughout our network.
Very good. Okay. Here are some people signing in to come in to take some of the food that they provide for the community. Here's Jennifer behind the desk. This is where people sign in order to utilize the facility. Okay, now I'm going to walk around and Jennifer's going to take us through a tour. Okay.
This is our distribution center. These racks here are used to distribute fresh bread that we receive from a donor every week. We pick up fresh bread. These are the green bins with donations from donated food that we sort and bag. Each agency will get a stack of 3 bins with a variety of items that's been sorted and pre-bagged. So each stack has the same amount of items in it for each agency. We have these pallets over here, which is what we receive from the Community Food Bank of New Jersey, and those items are divided by cases per agency, loaded up on the carts for them to take out. These racks up here are where we store our excess food that we're going to distribute in the coming weeks. And again, most of that has come from the Community Food Bank of New Jersey. Back here, these green bins along the bottom of the racks are all our sorted items. And back here, we have things bagged up and ready to be replenished, the bins up front for next week's distribution. And we normally store our incoming donations back here, and we have some volunteers that are usually here Wednesday morning, and they will sort the items here into the bins here. When each category of bins is filled, they're moved back to the racks to be used and bagged for the donations going out the following week.
And you do this on Tuesdays?
On Tuesdays, we distribute the non-perishable items. On Wednesdays, we distribute produce and have some volunteers here in the morning that sort and bag while we're distributing produce.
How many volunteers do you have that help you out?
It's about 4.
4?
Yeah.
And employees?
Yes, there's 3 employees. Myself as the coordinator, Tom Ellison, who's our warehouse manager, and Bruce Winkler is our part-time assistant.
Okay, very good. And you were saying that you don't have any refrigeration capabilities now.
Right, we don't have refrigeration or freezer storage capabilities right now. So the fresh produce that we receive on Wednesday mornings has to go right out.
And the reason you don't have refrigeration?
We don't have the infrastructure to support the electricity to run those units at this time.
Okay, very good. Well, I thank you very much. I really appreciate it, and I'm sure our members will be very happy to see, where the food donations that we provide to your organization go.
We are very grateful to the East Brunswick AARP for their long years of support in the foods program. I know many members are very generous all year round at the locations at the drop-off points that we have at the libraries in the county, as well as contributing at your meetings that you have a couple times a year for us. So we're very grateful for your support.
Thank you so much.